Hey guys, it's Kelly Ray and Mika. She hasn't been in a video for a while. Look over here. Say hi. Say hi. Hopefully she doesn't try and climb up my lap during this video. She was doing that just before, so she got me in a great mood to go live. I wanted to talk quickly about our marketing plan. We're doing a live coaching call. It's free in our Facebook page, May 7th at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an overview of what we'll be covering on that call. And I wanted to talk about the most important and the most often overlooked part of marketing plans. You'll hear me talk a lot about the stuff we learned in university being a lot of theory and not really practically easily able to be practically applied in business in real life. Like I always say that, you know, the best education I have is from actually running businesses and actually coaching businesses. Good girl. But one of the greatest things I learned in marketing in school was to attach strategic objectives to a marketing plan. And I think that probably 95% of the marketing plans that I see from business owners who come in to see us don't have strategic objectives at the beginning of the plan. And that's a huge miss because you're creating this marketing plan, you're putting all this work into it, you're putting in all these different sections. I'll go into detail a little bit more about those in a minute. But if you're not starting with a strategic objectives, like I usually say like 1 to 3 strategic objectives, or overarching goals that you really want this marketing plan to accomplish, your whole marketing plan is sort of all over the place. It's a technical term. But so for the very beginning of your marketing plan, the very first thing that I want you to put down is 1 to 3 big goals that you want this marketing plan to accomplish. So common strategic objectives that could be accomplished through marketing are, of course, hitting your sales goals. So that's going to be a really common one for people. But I think it's a lot more intelligent of you and a lot more effective of you to dig a bit deeper and get more specific rather than just saying let's do this much in sales. Look at the parts of your business that aren't working that well, like lead conversion, for example. So if we're getting 100 leads a month and we're only turning 50 into clients, maybe a strategic objective in your marketing plan would be to increase conversion to 75%. Because if you're getting 3 clients out of every 4 leads versus 2 clients out of every 4 leads, you don't even need to pay for more marketing, you don't even need to get more leads, you just need to convert more leads into clients. So we have, for strategic objective examples so far, sales goals, conversion rate goals. Actually, some of my clients' marketing plans are based largely around hiring. So one of their strategic objectives is to hire 2 more full-time professionals. And that is something that a lot of people actually could greatly benefit from. You know, you should always have a pipeline of candidates that you know in the community, just in case you're ready to grow, you need to add a position, or one of your current employees decides to quit or leave, or God forbid gets sick or hurt. But you should always be filling your pipeline with candidates of possible employees. So a strategic objective for your marketing plan could be to build a pipeline of awesome candidates who could one day maybe be employees. And make sure you're specific with these goals. Like for example, hire 2 full-time professionals and build a possible candidate list of 10 people or something like that. Other strategic objectives could be to increase your gross profit margin or your net profit margin, basically any number in your business that better marketing and advertising or sales could help. So again, the most important and most often overlooked section of a marketing plan is that strategic objective section. Right at the beginning, write down your big goals and make sure as you go throughout and you build your marketing plan, you're building a plan that will help you achieve those goals. And then at the end of the year or the end of the 6 months or the quarter, whatever the period is that you're using the plan for, go back and check, did I accomplish my strategic objectives? If not, your marketing plan didn't work. If you did, your marketing plan worked. And any sort of variation in between. You know, if you almost hit your goal, that's great. It almost worked perfectly. But without those strategic objectives at the very beginning, setting those goals and making sort of a purpose or setting intentions for your marketing plan, it's just a big mess. It's a big waste of time. So make sure you do that. Strategic objectives to start the plan. And then of course, we want to include things. I'll just give you a brief overview of all the other sections right now, and we'll go into much more detail on that free live call on May 7th at 5 o'clock. And we'll be right here on Facebook Live, and it'll be 60 minutes. So we're going to create an effective marketing plan with you in 60 minutes. So we're going to talk about your mission statement, your vision statement, your positioning statement, your brand, And ideally, if your brand is what you want it to be, it should be the same thing as your culture. Like your culture, your brand, how others perceive you, how you want to be perceived, that should all be one thing. Everyone should have the same impression of your brand, including the people who work for you and all the customers who come across you and anyone who sees any of your advertising or marketing or networking out in the community. Your unique selling proposition, we're going to get into that. We're going to look at a unique way to do a competitive analysis. We're going to look at your last year's numbers, what you spent, and the formulas I want you to complete to figure out if your marketing actually worked for you. Then we're going to identify your top customer segments and the characteristics that are important about them, which will help us determine what to say and where to say it. We're going to talk about your marketing budget. My goal for all my clients is get their marketing budget as close to zero as possible. Because really, when we start improving your processes and procedures and you're doing things better, your conversion's working better, all the little processes are working better, you don't need to spend money. We have so many clients right now that are spending no money and they have too many leads. People are saying, can you shut it off? No, we cannot shut it off. But if that's your biggest problem, you're pretty lucky. Then we're going to go into the marketing team that you have in place and the responsibilities for each person. We're going to talk about how to calculate the total market and your market share, pricing strategy, your website plan, your SEO plan, your Google review plan. Everyone needs a Google review plan. Social media plan, email marketing strategy, public relations strategy, community involvement, after the sales strategy, how do you keep those people buying? And we're going to talk about my 3 rules for sales as a quick bonus, if we have time. If not, I'll email them to you after. So anyways, I hope you guys can join us on May 7th at 5 o'clock right here on Facebook Live. And I hope that this tip really helped you. Mika, say bye. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week. And I know this will help, so listen.